Updates. Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates. Well, viewers, we are switching our conversations now to something really exciting and happening in this space. We are being joined on set by Ms. Annmarie Degarzon, and she's the Youth Development Director in the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport. And we are also being joined online from Barbados. We have Mr. Tyrone King, and he is the founder and chairman of Project Discovery, Inc. Good morning and welcome to you both.
Good morning. And
Good
thank you for
morning.
having me this morning. Smiling a little extra. I think it's the first time Mr. King and I are seeing each other. Hi.
Wow. Okay. Now, let's get into things here. So CARYFED 2023, what is it?
CARYFED for us, it's new, and I think Mr. King needs to take this to give you some of the background in terms of what CARYFED is, and then I can join in terms of how we've connected with this and how in Tobago it's going to be impacting.
So, Mr. King?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, CARYFED is the Caribbean Youth Forum on Environment and Development. It is the brainchild of an organization called Project Discovery, which started in Barbados. It's a regional youth development program. It started in Barbados in 2008. Project Discovery then expanded across the region. We started working with students in Trinidad around 2010, and then we established Trinidad Project Discovery Trinidad and Tobago. It's a legally registered nonprofit organization in 2015, but we've had some challenges engaging more youth from Tobago. So we're really working assiduously at making that happen going forward from this year. Specifically, CARYFED. CARYFED is a program which takes young people 16 years and over. The target group is actually 16 to about 21 or 22. And we look at an issue of regional significance, and then we try to take all of this stuff that they were exposed to in school over the years, and we try to address the issue of regional significance. This year, the theme is culture and socioeconomics in the Caribbean. We're specifically interested at helping young people to come into some clear understanding in their own space as to how they can address issues like youth unemployment, wealth generation among young people, especially. And we're looking at this specifically coming out of the COVID lockdown period, because that has left a lot of people disillusioned. And we have a lot of young people who are talented. Some of them are talented and academically qualified. Some of them are talented and qualified with skills and other things that can generate a lot of income or a reasonable income, but the opportunities are not clear for them to see. So we are going to bring we've invited young people from 10 Caribbean countries, including Trinidad and Tobago, and we are going to bring them together in Trinidad, and we're going to look at cultural diversity. We're going to look at economic opportunities. We're going to do youth development. We're going to look at event management training. We're going to look at a whole set of stuff that we're hoping, as they bring their brilliant minds together, will be able to help them and help their particular countries, but most of all, help the region to go forward as a result of their involvement in this activity.
So, Annmarie, now tell me about the opportunity that is there for Tobago students and how you are helping Tobago's young people be involved with something like this.
Right. So, as the Department of Youth Development, our focus has been the involvement of young persons, more so from the area of being co-creators of their own development. We value the resource that young persons bring, and our youth empowerment strategy speaks to that as a positive youth development approach. So CARYFED fits right in there with that kind of philosophy and the what we want to create in this space for the young persons of Tobago. So the department, our division, will be ensuring the participant of 7 young persons from Tobago, and they will have 2 adults with them who would allow for the support that they need to be continued after CARYFED happens, right into the development of the project discovery set up, and that will happen after. So it becomes something that is very sustainable and fits with our approach to ensuring that our young persons give service in the Tobago space. And not just service, but relevant and pointed to critical issues of development on the island. So that's where we come in. And so we are using a process to identify that's as open and broad as possible. We're not handpicking, but we are creating an opportunity for those young persons within the age group to apply. There's going to be a screening and a selection of who we have go. So this is a real good opportunity for you to get in there and then continue to support their participation in the conference that will happen between July and August, and continue then to establish the systems to support them after.
And Mr. King, I would like you to tell me a little bit about, why is it so important that we have our young people from around the region to come together in one space to discuss these things?
Nice. Okay. We don't have enough time for me to really go in on this because this is really a big thing for me. Um, we have a challenge in the Caribbean where, in my opinion, we don't appreciate ourselves as individuals. We don't appreciate ourselves as nationals, and we most certainly don't appreciate ourselves enough as Caribbean people. So a lot of the perceived brighter students and a lot of the perceived more skilled individuals are often encouraged to leave the region. They're given the impression that there's nothing to do here. There's no opportunity here, and a lot of the times that's because their only perception is the perception of the space that they function in. So what we have done over the last 15 years, because Project Discovery was established in 2008, what we've done in the last 15 years is we've every year, except the years from 2020 to last year, we have brought young people from across the region together. They're stunned. They're always stunned because a lot of them know more from television and social media and stuff like that about what happens in big cities in North America and in Europe than they know about what happens in their sister countries in the region. And when we bring them together and they begin to understand that their similarities are many, many more and stronger than their differences, then a lot of them change their understanding of how they can contribute to the development of this paradise that we live in called the Caribbean. We live where other people try to come to vacation, where people spend 20 years saving money to come and spend 2 weeks. That's where we live. Why are we trying to go and live somewhere else? That's not making any sense to me. But if we don't show them the opportunities, if we don't show them that we don't have to go to school in the United States or in Canada or in Europe, if we get them to appreciate the majesty, the greatness, the wonder of a Caribbean education in a place like, say, the University of the West Indies. Um, if they could only understand that UWI is among the top 5% of universities in the whole world. UWI is not some little poo-poo place, and other people appreciate it, and we don't. So we go and spend a fortune getting our young people North America, why call them brand name educations? And then the young people start out their life with a $1 million debt in student loans and that sort of thing. How can you go forward? That's not making any sense. So we bring them together to help them to share experiences, to help them to share dreams, to help them to share ideas. And in a lot of situations, the vast majority of situations, they come up with brilliant ideas to make a big difference right here where they live. If we had time, I would share stories with you. I share some with Miss Degarzon already, but we
Yeah.
don't have the time.
But
So
I
that's the
mean, from
concept.
everything you've said, I mean, this is just something so exciting and so wonderful. And then it's just another way for us to connect with each other as Caribbean brothers and sisters. And I mean, that in itself is so priceless. And Annmarie,
Right.
most importantly, we want our young people to be involved in something like this. And how can they be involved?
Well, they start off by submitting an application. I think that's it. And just getting up and doing that and not feeling that, hey, this is not for me. And I really want to say that because there are a group of young persons out there who we are accustomed,
So we're
seeing
looking for
jumping
the
up.
ones that
We're
are
looking
not
for the
on,
that's
not
right.
highlighted usually, and not
Not
usually
highlighted.
given those opportunities. I like that.
And that's why we said, let's open it up. We could have gone the route and say, hey, we know these good ones who are out there. Let's pick them. They can speak up. They're involved. They're so on. We're saying no. So I want to really send the message out there this morning to the persons who figure, I'm not usually, but I would like to, give it a try. Fill out the application form as best as you could and submit it. And we are going to be giving every young person who applies a fair chance to let their views be heard. There will be a screening process. We will speak with you and we will identify the young persons, the 7, a blend of talent and energy that can take this forward. This is a beginning. It's not the end. So it's not just going on a trip to Trinidad or going to a conference. But you are really the beginning of discovering something new for Tobago, where young people can be involved in developing and charting where we go as a society.
And where can they get those applications?
It's available online. It's on on our Facebook page at the division. We've been circulating it around social media so that you can make the contact. It's on the Project Discovery website. So get out there, get it, sign up, register. The deadline is June 4th, so you have a little bit of time. If you unable to get on, please contact us. The division's phone number is 639-4818. You can call and they will put you on to the youth department.
Great. Okay, well, unfortunately, we are out of time, but I so much appreciate
If I may say
Mr.
one
King.
thing really quickly,
Okay, go ahead.
quickly. Okay, we want to make sure that young people, especially 16 to 18, we don't want you to think that you're too young to take on leadership positions. You will be mentored, you will be trained. There is a Project Discovery Trinidad and Tobago that has been in existence since 2015. They know what to do with you. So don't be afraid if you think that you don't know everything you have to do. Somebody will help you figure it out. You just need to be willing and committed.
Certainly. And viewers, for those young people out there, and for those watching who have young people that have that potential, expose them. This is such a great opportunity. They only stand to benefit, and then it would be great to see where these, especially the ones that are not,
I'm excited. I don't think I'm gonna be there, but I want to be there. I'm so excited about this experience. It's nice. I've had several of it in my growing up, and I think it's what gave me the broad exposure that I've had and now able to relate to a lot of things so young persons don't lose this opportunity. It is good. It does a lot for you as an individual in terms of your personal development.
Right.
And many of us think that the only space we have, I think, as Mr. King said, is this little space called Tobago.
It's bigger.
Many young people grow up and they've never been outside of this space and they're limited by what happens here, and a kind of hopelessness steps in. We're saying, no, the Caribbean is there. They're our neighbors. Grenada is just choops right there. Let's begin to think that we are broader than that. It does something for your own self-esteem, your own development. And we have a prized possession that many people in the world would love to have.
Certainly. So for those young people, don't think you have to be popular or you have to be very much involved in all these youth organizations to be a part of it. All it takes is your commitment and your talent and your skills. All right, so give it a try. So thank you so much, Mr. King, for joining us from Barbados. And of course, Annmarie for being here in studio with us. I'll be looking forward to see what this does, not just for Tobago, but for the whole Caribbean.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
All right, viewers, well, we got to take a quick break, and we'll be back with some more on GMT. Don't go anywhere.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion starts.